everyone. We are joined by Erik Bazinyan, who is getting ready to face Jaime Munguia September 20 at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona on ESPN. Erik, this is an amazing opportunity for you in your ascending career. Uh, the, the biggest opponent of your career to date, how did this opportunity present itself for you, and how excited are you to be facing Jaime Munguia?
Well, I'm very excited. It's the best opportunity that I've got in my career, and I can't be more excited.
With, you're 32-0, one draw, 23 knockouts, 29 years old. It feels like now is also the perfect time for you to be taking this step up in competition. Do you feel you are ready for Munguia?
Yes, of course. I'm 29 years old, and I've got many offers before, but I was young. But now I'm ready. I'm more mature physically and mentally. So it's now or never.
Both you and Jaime are coming off of different kinds of decisions in your last fight. Jaime, he got knocked down and lost to Canelo Alvarez, which is no shame, in May. You, on the other hand, had a split draw in May as well too against Shaquille Finn. That was a very difficult fight for you. Let's talk about your fight first. What was going on in that fight? Because it seemed like you weren't yourself in that one.
No, I think you are the only person that said the right way through the media. Yes, I wasn't like I never said in the media, like even after the fight in the interviews. I kept it like a real man, and I didn't say anything what happened or what didn't happen. But everybody knows that that wasn't me. That's supposed to be an easy fight. And after the second round, like my energy wasn't there. Like just I was shut out, and I felt like a beginner, And because 3 weeks before that fight, I had a sinusite. I was sick for 10 days. It was supposed to happen that fight in April, so it got postponed. I was 10 days laying down, very bad. It was all blocked my face. So then they did. So then I thought I'm gonna fight in fall. For 10 days I was sick. Then I started back trainings, the weight cut, this, that. So it all made it was a bad training camp for me. It made a big like it showed that during the fight that I wasn't by myself like 100%. And I know if I'm with my 100%, I wouldn't have any problem with this guy. But it's
Right.
okay.
With
Life happens.
in the fight, was it just that you weren't able to get that second gear? It just wasn't there for you that night? Is that what
Yeah, after
happened?
the second, third round, I was like, I had no energy, nothing. I also hurt my hand in the second round, so I wasn't jabbing enough. And for 10 days, it was like blown like this, my hand. But no excuses, I'm a man, and I'm thankful we didn't lose, but I checked the fight. Like a lot of people, they say, "Oh, the other guy should have been the winner," this and that. But I, I, I checked each round. Like it's not like he won the round. Like he had his moments during the fight. Like maybe in one round he had like good punches for like 5 seconds, two sets of 5 seconds. But the rounds I was winning. Maybe for me, I won like at least minimum with one round. I won the fight. Like you can judge just with like 10 seconds highlights that he was doing to me.
Do
I was
you
too.
all do you also feel that um, perhaps the Team Munguia thinks you're vulnerable at this point, and they feel they could beat you based off of that last performance? Do you feel Team Munguia is looking at you just off of your last performance?
It could be, but for sure they will think that too. But I don't think like they take me easily or either, you know. But we'll see. Let them, let the people sleep on me.
How about Munguia? How would you assess his performance against Canelo? Like we mentioned, it's no shame losing against Canelo, but
Yeah.
how would you assess his performance in that fight?
Well, he did very good. He did what he could do, you know. He's a very tough guy, you know. He has a good chin, you know. He even been knocked down, then he continued. But he's beatable, you know. He gets hit a lot, and fighters like me, I'm gonna pick up my shots and will surprise them.
Do you think of an opponent like Jaime is the one you needed all along in your career to just change your motivation, change the way you're approaching training and all that stuff?
Yes, of course.
You know,
It's made a big difference. It's my biggest fight of my career, or it's gonna change my life. It's gonna change my career. So you can't be more disciplined, more energized to go at it.
with with Munguia, you mentioned he is beatable. He does have some defensive flaws. We've seen him go tooth and nail against guys like Sergey Deryevchenko, and then we've seen him dominate guys like John Ryder. What do you feel like you need to do against Munguia to beat him?
Well, we're making plan with my team, but me, I'm a full equipped fighter. You know, I can fight. I can box. I'm not a one-way fighter, so it's gonna be easy to just do something and beat me. So I've got everything to do to try to beat him.
Do you see this kind of also be Jaime is an exciting fights, and usually the opponents bring out a different styles, make fights, and the opponents bring out a different side. Do you think this could be a fight of the year kind of war where you just stand in the middle of the ring and bang with him?
I don't think it would be the smartest thing to do because he has more experience and that's his style. Like he just fights, you know, and it's not like he's gonna move and try something nice. And so I'll just be smart, you know. I'll just do what I can do.
Right.
Yes.
So obviously taking him out of his rhythm, his game plan. Um, with this fight, there's a lot of things that motivate you, and this would put you really much into the thick of the picture at 168 pounds. How would a win change the course of your career, your life, in an essence too, beating Munguia?
Well, it's gonna bring my name out there in the world, and can't be better timing for me to fight for a world title and to get the popularity and all the great things that will come after this fight.
It's with Canelo Alvarez, he's running out of opponents at 168 pounds. He's pretty much beaten everyone. There's guys like maybe Diego Pacheco, Christian Mabili, maybe, who he could be facing. If you all of a sudden knock out Jaime Munguia and look good,
Yes, a big possibility. Yeah.
all of a sudden Canelo's going to say, Erik could be a deserving opponent because of how dominant he looked against Munguia. What would that mean to you to set yourself up for a fight against Canelo Alvarez?
That's my goal, to knock him out, and we can stand and say, you couldn't knock him out, I knocked him out. So let's fight, you know. I'm better than Munguia, so let's do it.
That's how Munguia set himself up for the Canelo fight by knocking out John Ryder. So I feel like you could take
It's
a page
possible.
out of you
Yes.
could take a page out of that book.
Mhm.
168 pounds, earlier this week, guys like Diego Pacheco are now saying they would like to fight you. I feel like from here on out, we should only expect you in the top 10 level of opponents. Is that where you want to be moving forward?
Yes, of course, of course. It's time now, I'm getting older, so it's time to do only big fights. Because that's your limit, you can't you came all this way. If you can't, you are not gonna go down again with the opponents and then expecting you're gonna be better than in 1 year. So this
Who
is
do
your
you
limit. You have to fight.
obviously Canelo is the super middleweight king. Who do you consider number two, number three in the division right now?
I think Caleb Plant is one of the best in this division now because there is not much guys. It's all up and coming guys. So he has the name, out there, and he's a good fighter, and that's it. And Morel was good, but he moved in weight. Benavides too.
How about your teammate Christian Mabili? Do you guys train against each other? Do you spar?
Yeah, so we do it. We spar often. We train, but we have the same coach, same manager, same promoter. So which we help each other. It's not like competitive.
What's uh, what's going to happen with Mabili? Have you guys talked about fighting each other, not fighting each other? What's the
I don't think
relationship?
it's gonna happen because we have the same team, same coach, same everything. I don't
Gotcha.
think it's possible.
Because with Munguia signing with Top Rank right now,
Yeah.
it feels like they're trying to get Mbili the Munguia
Yes.
fight as well too. So you could really disrupt a lot of plans
Yeah.
if you beat Munguia. Um, with this fight, Erik, I know the last couple of years have been difficult for you. You lost your father. You remember him after your fights wearing a shirt with him on it. How has that been like, just fighting for your father's legacy as well too?
Yes, it gives me more motivation, to push it. So that's it. It's another strength that gives me to not give up.
I remember in one of the recent fights, your trainer Mark Ramsey, he reminded you of your father in the corner
Yes.
in the later rounds. Is that what really gives you the strength in the middle of the fights? Your family, your son.
Yes, of course. It's pushing me to go at it and not think of, let's say, when you are tired or anything like that.
And for yourself, you're Armenian. You're based in Canada, but you're Armenian through and through. Right now, Armenian boxing is really missing a face in the sport right now,
Yes.
and I feel like this fight, it's a perfect opportunity for you to become the face of
Mhm.
Armenian boxing. Is that something that means a lot to you, just your heritage and being the face of Armenian boxing?
Yes, it is the biggest opportunity, and I think when I win, I can become one of it.
Mm-hmm. How about your friends and family? Are you bringing a lot of family from Canada over to Glendale,
Uh,
Arizona?
yes, I have families and friends are gonna come, and from LA too, I have a lot of friends. They're gonna show up to Arizona.
From Glendale, Los Angeles to Glendale, Arizona.
Yes.
Right. So, with this fight, you said you're going for the knockout with Munguia, um, because you want to set this fight up with Canelo.
Yes.
Uh, Without giving away your game plan, how do you see this fight unfolding?
Well, we're gonna box and stay smart. And if the knockout comes, it will come. It will be a big statement.
Well, Erik, looking forward to seeing September 20 come around
Yeah,
the
thank you
corner
so much.
with your fight against Jaime Munguia. I know you speak several other languages, so I'll let you have a message for your fans in Armenian and French as
Yes.
well too.
Ես շատ ուրախ եմ այս հնարավորության համար, որ տրվել է ինձ հաղթելու եւ իմ անունը ներդնելու բռնցքամարտի պատմության մեջ եւ հուսով եմ, որ բոլորդ կգաք այս մենամարտին եւ ինձ ուժ կտաք։ Շնորհակալ եմ։
And for your fans in Canada, a message in French.
Je voudrais remercier à tous pour nous supporter. J'espère que ça va être un bon combat pour moi et on va gagner. Merci beaucoup.